Hello, great minds. Hope you're doing great today. Do you know that you're a product of what you called yourself yesterday? Yes, very true. What have you been saying to yourself? What have you been calling yourself? How do you joke around with words? How do you play around? Because you, my friend, you're today what you called yourself yesterday. Whatever you constantly call yourself, you would gradually start becoming. And so you want to be careful, mindful, more conscious of the things you are saying to yourself because you are listening. Your subconsciousness listens to what you constantly say and make you walk towards it. Before you know it, you're attracting it. There are different frequencies on earth, but when you turn in your radio, when you tune in, you're tuning into a particular frequency, and it is that particular frequency you're tuning into that you hear from, that you get from. So also there are different vibes around the atmosphere as we speak, as we move, as we converse. There are different vibes, positive, negative, improving, deteriorating, different kind of vibes in the atmosphere. But our words attract what comes to us. You, my friend, you're a product of what you tune in through by the power of your words. A lot of people think it doesn't matter when they joke. The atmosphere doesn't know joke. This is a spiritual world, and we are spiritual beings that have physical flesh. And so the spirit doesn't understand when you joke. It just take in everything that you say and, put it on you and wear it on you. The Bible tells us, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Why would the Bible tell the person that is feeling weak now to say I'm strong? Because what you say will attract and inform your subconscious mind to key into the strength that is already made available, and before you know it, you'll start becoming strong. When the poor say I am rich, his eyes begin to be open to opportunities that have always been lying there. And their subconsciousness makes them to start acting out and start working out towards, connecting to those opportunities already made available for you or for that person or for myself. And so you want to be careful because God created us in his image and we have the attributes and the personality of God. God said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness. And this same God created the world with the words that he spoke. In the beginning, it tells us that the word was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And his spirit hovered, and then he said, let there be light, and there was light. He went further to create the firmament, the rivers, the field with the words of his mouth. And he said, we have that creative power because we are created just like him. What have you been saying to yourself? What have you been attracting by the words of your mouth? The power of life and death lies in the tongue. And so you want to be conscious of your tomorrow. You cannot change your yesterday, but what you do today, what you say today, the action you take today will influence your tomorrow. If you do an appraisal of your past life, you will see that the things you had been calling yourself in time past, you're beginning to find yourself in them today. And so it tells you that what you will become tomorrow, those things you will see concerning you tomorrow, will be knitted in what you say concerning yourself today. His Excellency, Her Excellency, I call you that because I'm speaking to future leaders. President, world president, governors, counselors, multinational CEOs, yes, business gurus. In case you don't believe that about yourself, I believe that about you. But what matters most is how you speak concerning yourself. You cannot give out what you don't have. Now, how can you have something to give out? Because like I always emphasize, the reason of our existence is not just for us. That is being selfish. When you think about yourself alone, that is being selfish. It's about those around you. Creation is still waiting for your manifestation. So how do you give out? How do you have something to give out? One, by creating with your words. Your words inform your subconsciousness, and your subconsciousness influence your actions that would in turn come out in the production that you would give. Number two, what you receive. In the little conversation, the chit chat you have with your friends, the phone call conversation that you engage in, the chats that you send and receive, the internet that you surf to get information, are powerful forces that can influence what we receive. What do you receive? Now, another thing I would like to inform you is that love your neighbor as yourself. You can't call yourself the head and the great individual and then you belittle others. There's something called karma. We all reap what we sow with time. Time resolves so many things. Time places. So you want to be conscious so that you don't get what you don't know that you are sowing, because you reap it. And so when you speak good about yourself, you want to speak good about other people. The easiest one is to speak great about ourselves. But we might not know. Somebody might be living at the edge of life, wanting to jump off the cliff to give up. But our words can make them know that there is hope for them. There is space for them in the universe, that the sky is wide enough for everyone to attain and gain one or two things from, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. By the words of our mouth, we can kill or make others as well. The nation that you reside, what do you say about your leaders? I'm not saying you can't give objective criticism to people, to your nation, to your organization, but I'm saying you can't identify a problem without giving a solution. And so if I'm telling you that you'll be speaking wrong about yourself, I should tell you, you have the opportunity to speak good about yourself. If I'm telling you that the way you're doing this is not okay, I should be able to say, do it this way and you will get a better result. That is adding positive to other people. And so you do not go about downgrading others, speaking low of others, by exalting yourself and giving yourself that, speaking good about yourself, but speaking evil about others, speaking evil about your nation. If the leaders are not doing what is right, but every single citizen, every individual speak the right words and inform their subconsciousness to act correctly, then their actions we project in the nation. Just imagine that we all hold our end of the rope with every positivity, every responsibility, everything that will make the nation to be good. We do not cheat others, we do not lie, we do not steal. Just imagine everybody follows that. How wonderful would our nation be? Another thing, mind what you say to every environment you are. You can't be working for one organization and you'll be speaking evil concerning that organization where you receive your pay check. You can't be into a particular, arena of business, or you're speaking ill concerning that business and still expect to thrive. It doesn't work that way. There's a contradicting force that will clash. You want to speak good about yourself. You want to speak good about your nation. You want to speak good about your organization. If you're in school, you want to speak great things concerning your school so that you empower your certificate. If you're learning a trade, you want to speak good about your master. You want to speak good about that trade. You want to rate it high to say this trade is doing fine. Not that you're doing a particular trade and you're saying, oh, it is the worst trade to do. It is the worst business to do. And you expect to see a positive result. No. Mind what you say to yourself. The month of July in the Reactivate Great Mind vlog is talking about using your powerful voice. So you want to use your powerful voice in different ways, by the things you do, by the words you say. For everyone that has engaged in speaking one thing or the other and seeing it come to pass, I would like you to contribute to this video. Like I've said, it's not a one-way thing. I expect you to place your comments in the comment section.